Uh-oh. Bit on it.
Anyways, you can...
Okay.
2.12, altimeter 3000. RNAV runway 19 right approach in use, landing runways 19er. Notice to airmen, taxiway Bravo, close between runway 19 right and taxiway Mike. Use caution for birds in the vicinity of the airport. Hazardous weather is in effect for California. Contact flight service or high watch for more information. Advise you have information, X-ray. Contact tower information, X-ray 1653 Zulu.
Yeah, loud and clear.
170 at 6, visibility 10. Clear, temperature 2.12, altimeter 3000. RNAV runway 19 right approach in use, landing runways 19er. Notice to airmen.
Check. There we go.
Taxiway Bravo, close between runway 19 right and taxiway Mike. Use caution for birds in the vicinity of the airport. Hazardous weather is in effect for California. Contact flight service or high watch for more information. Advise you have information, X-ray. Contact tower information, X-ray 1653 Zulu. Wind 1.
Alright, cool.
So we got the ATIS, ground 121.9.
You actually got it already down there.
Oh, okay. Should I just keep it on the top one, or?
I like to do it like this. Ground out here, and then we got the tower right there.
In NorCal.
And then we got Travis. And this is a fully optimized stack, all right? So this is how it'll work. We're going to taxi over there on ground. We're going to tell them we're ready to go. On the tower frequency, when we take off, we can get flight following. I haven't been getting it that often because I don't care anymore. And then when we want to come back, we'll have the ATIS there. Then we switch back to that. Then when we land, we got that. So we're pretty much just like doing this, right? Okay. And it's a fully optimized stack. If you had a GPS, you'd want to put in something. So yeah.
All right, so we are on tower on 1, correct? 119.7, and that 2 is ground, so we'll monitor ground first. And so...
I think if you do auto, it selects the comm and the mic automatically, I think. And then you can listen on the other frequency.
That's the speaker.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can listen that way.
But I can't hear anything now.
Because we're on ground.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's talking right now. Because with the auto
select, whatever you select here.
Yeah, with the auto select, because this is an older unit, I'm not super familiar with it, but this should auto change the mic, I believe.
Okay.
So I don't know. Let's see what happens. We'll leave the auto on, and then from there we should be good to go.
Okay. So we've got ATIS, we've got radios, avionics. We already went through all that. Mixture is half good, or what do you normally?
It's usually just lean to the top of the U. It's just to make sure the spark plugs don't get fouled.
Okay.
If we're at a high altitude airport, it'd be a lot more important, because if we were going to take off, we want to go full throttle, and then you lean it until it starts to go up, and then it'll go down a little bit. Then you pump it up just a little bit, and that's your maximum RPM. But when I was, see, there we go. So when we are, when I was in the mountains, I was able to lean it all the way to the point. If I pulled it out anymore, it would shut off the engine.
Okay.
So air was really thin.
So we did the start, pre-taxi, so we've got the ammeter. I thought it was over, yeah. So
it's at 0,
we need to turn that on.
Uh-huh.
Right.
There we go. Very good. And check. Boom.
Okay. Vent is on. You want to turn that?
Turn what on?
The vent.
Which one's vent? This thing?
I think so. Yeah, try it high. Is that? Seems like there's air coming through. Just got to get used to going through all this. Avionics are on. Transponder standby. 1200.
Yeah, we'll edit that. You can just leave it on all the time. It doesn't matter.
And then altimeter I already set to 30.00. Taxi radio call. So it would be 2863 Mike at the east ramp tie downs with X-ray. Requesting a
You can just say ready to taxi. You could just say you're here with the information. They know what to do. I like to just say ready to taxi. You hear all these other people that are like, oh, we're going via FAR to, you know, San Mateo. It's like, who cares? You know, or they're ready to taxi to the active runway. I was like, where else is he going to taxi to? In and out? Like, you know what's going on.
It's possible.
I wish.
Okay, yours, you need to put your mic in front of your face. Up just about an eighth of an inch away from your lips.
You pretty much got to be eating the mic for it to work.
Yeah, that's better. Try again, talk.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
Loud and clear.
And your volumes are over here for your headset. So that's going to be all the way up. You can roll them back. Oh, here, turn on noise canceling too.
You just turned it off, I think.
Can you hear? No, it should be on now because it's flashing green. Is it quieter in the cockpit for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. Oh, wow, that's miraculous. All right.
So how do you write down your taxi instructions? Let's say, all right, I'll just give you a practice one real quick. Actually, you know, we'll do it on the ground so we're not wasting fuel.
Okay. The direction of wind, knots, visibility, temperature, dew point, altimeter, active runway
that's
for
very good.
approach.
Most people don't write down the NOTAMs, but if you want to, that's great.
Landing runway, and taxiway B's closed between 19 right and Mike, and we have X-ray.
And op 6, be advised you're going to have to wait a little while for that intersection. Do you want to do something between the runways short of 19 right?
Yeah, can I get over to Bravo 19 right? Is that possible?
Op 6, runways 19 are in use. We're not going to be able to put you on the active at this time. Is there something else you can do?
Negative, I need 19 right.
Roger, stand by.
Is he coming in for landing?
Nah, it's maintenance guys. They're doing something over there.
Oh. Can I go now, or?
Yeah, you're good.
Do they care now? Do they care about the airplane type or just the call sign now?
Yeah, I would just say Piper 2863, Mike.
Okay. Concord ground, Piper 2863, Mike on the east ramp, ready for taxi with X-ray.
Let me give it a shot real quick.
And op 6, how long do you need to be on the runway?
Probably for about 2 minutes.
Those planes are taking off so close to each other.
This guy does short pattern, right? So you're supposed to turn at 700 feet. He's already turning, and he's going to do a short approach, so he does a real small pattern.
Isn't right thumb supposed to be up? Or the left is supposed to be up?
Yeah, thumb up, aileron up, right?
Oh, pointing to the side. Okay.
There you go. So give him a call again. I don't know if that went through for some reason.
Okay.
It might be this thing, but I think the auto's working fine.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I think you're hitting the wrong button.
No, I hit the red before. That was an
Okay.
accident. Concord ground, Piper 2863, Mike, east ramp, ready for taxi with X-ray.
Piper 2863, Mike, Concord ground, runway 19 left, taxi via Bravo Alpha, cross runway 32 right.
Say my call sign first.
You'd say this, and then
19 left via Bravo Alpha, cleared across 32 right, 63 Mike.
cool, ready to go.
Alright.
All right, so we're gonna take off the parking brake.
Piper 63, Mike, change runway 19 right, taxi via Bravo Alpha, cross 32 right.
63 Mike, switching to 19 right via Bravo Alpha and cleared across 32 right, 63 Mike.
Cool. So after you take off the brake, you're gonna...
19 right, correct?
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
You're gonna increase the throttle just enough to get us moving, then throttle idle, check your brakes.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, well, I'm gonna taxi over there and check my brakes. I'm like, that's very cool if the brakes work,
Yeah,
but if they
exactly.
don't, then we're gonna get rocked, right?
And then we come back to a certain point, or
What do you mean?
6
like,
request.
does this have to be anywhere in particular?
It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want, man. We can do this the
Let's
whole
go
time.
out to 32 right, holding short of 19 right.
Idle, brakes, good. I have the controls.
That feels fucking freaky though when the plane dips like that.
That was kind of weird.
Op 6, proceed via taxiway Echo,
That's a good engine.
and cross
Brand new, I think I
32
told you,
left,
it's almost only got about 200 hours on it.
and understand you'll be on
Yeah, I
32
kind of
right.
just did exactly what I
Hey,
said down
firm,
to. You have the controls.
on 32 right,
Make
holding
the turn.
short of 19 right.
I don't get what you said did not do.
I'll make the turn.
Cleared across, 32 left, cleared on to 32 right, we'll hold short, 19 right all time.
And then we're going, how do we get out of here to Bravo?
So, we should follow the taxi line. I think we could probably cut the corner here. I'm not totally sure how it works in the east ramp. Make sure you're clear of this guy's car, and then we'll hop over to Bravo right there. So when you're in here, you want to go very slow, all right?
I don't know whether it's legal or not, but I taxied over to the Washford thing and all the other stuff. But
See, because this is a protected area, so we can taxi wherever we want.
I meant without a license.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know how that works.
The airport guidelines said negative, but
we don't need clearance, so we can just go on the outside of this box, and then Bravo is right over there. You just took a left now.
Just don't want to hit chains. Do we make a right on Alpha or a left on Alpha?
We're going to make a right on Alpha. So you're going to want to have the taxi diagram right there, right? Let me know if you want me to take the controls.
Got it, we'll get back on the center here.
Yeah, always make a habit of staying on the taxiway lines. A lot of people will cut the corners and stuff. They're like, oh, it's fine, I'm flying at 150. I'm like, yeah, but one day you won't be flying at 150 and you're going to clip something.
Can you take the controls for a moment?
I have the controls.
Okay, you have the controls.
I have the controls. Yeah, so get in the habit of that. We had one of our students clip a Bonanza, I think, I guess the dummy didn't look to the side, so he clipped it, and it was $32,000 worth of damage.
Oh.
So always check
yeah, so we're going to make a right on Alpha, cross 32 right, and then that should put us at the 19 run-up.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I have the controls?
You have the controls.
I have the controls.
You have the controls. Yeah, I'd probably switch this because this guy always does short approaches.
Is this?
He's about to
Charlie.
dive bomb.
Alpha's the next, okay.
Good. So yeah, you're always just looking for the yellow and black text to point us, and then yellow on black is where you're at.
We're making a right here, correct?
Yep, you got it. And then we see the next sign with the 19 right.
And we're cleared across 32, which is this runway. But we want to check both ways first, just in case.
Very good.
And we're clear.
So there's someone else flying this plane, because usually he does real small patterns.
Oh, he's the one you're talking about?
61 Conquer ground, proceed via Echo Golf,
Usually he
short one
does.
left.
They just let him do it, they don't care. Want to do like 3 landings before we depart?
Yeah, up to you. Whatever you think is cool.
Yeah, we'll do a few, and then we'll depart, and then we'll do, like, I don't know, a couple more when we get back.
That was one of the hottest days of my life out there.
Yeah?
Oh, it's the academy too. They're on
Yeah.
their little. That shit sucked.
I wish we had a PA system like, I'm a cop, go to attention. Whenever you go to an academy, when there's a academy class in session and you're an officer, they have to snap to attention whenever they come across. You're like, sir, good morning, sir. You have to dismiss them before they can leave. It's actually annoying after like the first 2, like after I first went back to the academy, it was cool. After that, it was freaking annoying.
Yeah.
Ground up 7, hotel 2 operations.
All right, so have you been to 19 right yet?
I have in the past, not since owning. Pretty much everything this time around is fresh. Assume I know nothing. So.
Ground up 7.
Okay, so we're gonna get in the run-up area, which will be over here to our right. We're gonna get close to the hold short line, but we're not gonna let our wing cross. Right? You want to actually have enough space that you could do a 360 if you wanted to.
Okay.
So we're keeping the distance, but we're being close, and we're gonna try and be a good neighbor. Like I saw some guy who just plopped right in the middle, facing that way. I was like, what the hell? I told the student, I was like, just do the run up here. I told the guy, just do the run up here. He's like, what's the tower going to say? I was like, well, if the tower says anything, I'm going to say this guy, by his tail number, has taken up the whole run up area.
Ground up, I'd like to amend last turn around, go back to the main ramp.
Then we face out.
7,
Yeah, we'll face that way.
proceed via Golf.
Golf
So
outside.
here, there you go. No, too close, too close. That's all right. So in the future, we're going to want to be just a little bit back and more that way.
Okay.
Right? Because remember, think of there's like a little blast behind you, right? People can't be back there. So this is okay. We'll just do it.
Should we straighten the pedals?
We should, but like I said, we're kind of close. So.
Well, I mean, without.
We're going to have to hold position for 5. On golf.
Without it. Okay.
So yeah, usually want to do that while we're rolling.
Yeah.
Op 7, roger.
All right, so we didn't check the instruments on our way out, but let's do that now. So this always confuses me too. 5, 6.
Yeah, I have to look and be like, all right, it's going a little bit towards the 2-4. That's the easiest method.
5, 6.5. Is that correct?
Yeah, it looks close enough. Looks like, I don't know, 262.
Concord ground, Cessna 4920, Papa clear of 19 left at Foxtrot, taxi to
Nice, you got a
PSA.
heading indicator, so we'll say 19.
Cessna 4920, Papa, Concord ground, use caution for the Cessna on the ramp, taxi PSA.
So instruments were checked.
Hey, we'll give way to that
brakes
Cessna
set.
on the ramp, and we'll go to PSA via Foxtrot, 4920, Papa.
Flight controls free and correct, so we'll go here.
Op 7, use caution for a helicopter landing on the ramp.
Op 7, we're clearing out. We'll head to the main ramp and see the helicopter inbound. Remain clear of them.
Op 7, roger.
Elevator trim set to take off, which here is kind of interesting. They estimated at that second notch. Do you agree?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, that's it fell off, so they put a label on. So they said to this notch here, what the white tab is approximately takes off.
Looks about right, but at the same time, if it's not good, just adjust it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, of course.
Anytime you're fighting with the yoke, just change it, okay?
Okay. Do we want to turn the strobes on, or is that at a certain point, or?
Should be on there
And
somewhere.
Cessna, use caution for the helicopter landing
All right,
at the
do we
ramp.
keep the same tank or switch?
So fuel pump on whenever you switch the tanks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start the 30-minute timer.
Okay, switching to left.
And then you're going to put your eyes on the fuel pressure gauge. You're going to turn that off and make sure we don't lose too much pressure. Looks good, no change,
Okay.
all right.
Cool. And oil pressure is okay in the yellow right now?
Yeah,
Idle?
I have a feeling if we increase the throttle,
Yeah,
right
okay.
up to where it should be, right?
Just want to make sure. Okay. All right, flight controls free and correct. Elevator trim, takeoff, fuel. We just switched. Annunciator panel. Test. My fat fingers. Okay. Primer is in and locked. Door latched. You want to do that?
I'll
now,
latch
or-
it last
okay.
possible second.
Throttle up to 2,000.
So firmly hold the brakes.
Yep. Got 'em
Citation
on.
818 Romeo Uniform Concord ground, taxi PSA via taxiway golf.
Alright, so this is how I'm going to want to see you check the magnetos, alright? I want to see you go 1, 2 to the left, we're looking there, slight drop, 1, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. And that accomplishes two things. It lets the second pilot know what you're doing and it helps you keep track. Because I've seen people turn it all the way to the off position, I've seen people leave it on the left position. Counting is the way to go.
Okay. That real quick. Let's see. I lost where we were at. 2,000 magnetos check. Carb heat. Check.
Eyes on the RPM gauge, ever so slight drop.
Regained. Vacuum is at
5,
5.
good to go.
Ammeter is charging. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is in the green. And throttle back to idle.
Oops, I think we missed something, right? Alright, so we'll adjust that. It should have been mixture rich already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, you're right, I did. Okay. Okay, back down to 1,000-ish. Okay, it's mixture full rich right now. Okay, yeah. We'll keep that there?
Yep.
Forward takeoff, door and window latched.
I'll show you in a minute.
All right, fuel pump on. Or should we do that? Is this runway items or?
Before takeoff, right? So takeoff, landing, fuel pump on, maneuvers, fuel pump
But
on.
I mean, should we do it now or out there?
We should do it now, because
Okay.
we're about to take
All
off.
right.
Concord ground, experimental glasser, November
Engine
30
gauges.
Zulu at the port of ports with
Same
X-ray.
thing, right? Just
Uh-huh.
double checking.
Delta 30 Zulu Concord ground, runway 19 right, taxi via Juliet Hotel Echo,
Mixture is set
cross
at
runway
full.
32 left and 32
Flaps
right,
are
use
set at
caution for
0.
personnel and equipment on 14 left.
Time.
30 Zulu,
10:52.
Juliet
That's
Hotel
more if you're
Echo
doing cross
to
country.
19
Okay, we should
right,
still get in the
cross
habit of it,
32
though, right?
left, 32
It doesn't
right.
hurt.
I'm watching for traffic, or
Especially
for
if you
personnel.
forget to mark your watch,
Delta
then you'll,
30 Zulu
alright, 30
information,
minutes,
Yankee
switch
will
it.
soon be current when calm altimeter 3000.
Is, should we turn it to on
Uh-huh.
or altitude?
Altitude.
Okay.
Good.
Landing light on.
I like to just do landing and strobe at the same time.
Okay.
There you go.
I think they're next to each other. And then instruments.
Alright, so this is how I want you to check the instruments. We're going to say, everyone says it's showing 0. I'm like, yeah, it should, right? So we say airspeed will check on the runway, so as soon as that starts to move, airspeed alive. Attitude indicator is showing level, altimeter close to field elevation, vertical speed showing 0, heading indicator showing no heading, turn coordinator doesn't have a flag, and then we're going to try and get in the habit of checking these as we're taxiing over to make sure that we're good to go. So instruments are checked.
Cross runway 32 left.
So we're ready for takeoff.
Equipment
So we go to COM 1.
Uh-huh. There you go. This is how you're going to talk on the mics. You're going to check, and then you're going to talk. Because you always hear people going, oh, ready to take off. You're always going to hear people going, ready to take off on ground. And then they go, oh, because they didn't check, right? So that eliminates that.
So we're on tower 119.7, and it's going to be Concord ground 2863 mic at 1.
Concord tower,
Oh, I'm
right?
sorry, yeah, Concord tower 2863 mic at 19 right. No, we're at left.
19 right. So I always look at the runway sign. It just makes it easier for me to memorize what's going on.
So we're at 19 right, ready for takeoff, close
We'll
traffic.
we'll be staying in the pattern.
Doors latched. Ready to go?
Yep.
Concord Tower 2863 mic at 19 right, ready for takeoff, close traffic.
I stepped out of there. Helicopter 26 Golf Golf, stay direction.
Oops.
Straight out to the south over there.
Thought it was clear.
I'd like to take Kilo.
It's okay, whatever.
Helicopter 3 Golf Golf, I can get you off on Echo to the south parallel 19er.
Close it.
So it's yeah, you should. That doesn't really matter.
Departure taxiway Echo.
So before we go, as soon as we get clearance, we go lights, camera,
Helicopter 3
action.
Golf Golf, traffic up, went off the parallels and experimental and close left traffic. Jetbound 2, runway 19er right, cleared low approach. On the go, right downwind to the VOR is approved.
Low approach, right downwind, on the go to the VOR, jetbound 3.
Yeah, my apologies. I think I said 2. Jetbound 3, thank you.
We try again.
3 Golf Golf, additional traffic to CHP helicopter, about 2 miles south of the field, 1,600, indicated southeastbound.
I'll be looking for that helicopter for a Golf Golf.
Experimental 0 off Kilo, you have the traffic on
Come on,
file,
guys.
Kilo, have that traffic. That's down about a mile line.
Experimental 0 off Kilo, number 2, follow that traffic, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
Experimental 0 off Kilo, number 2 behind the Cessna, short final, thanks, 19 left.
Cessna 32 Kilo, we full stop or touch and goes?
Full stop, 30 Kilo.
Cessna 32 Kilo, change to runway 19 right. You're number 2, following
Yeah,
the
looks like he's
Cherokee
doing
over the
a no
pond,
flat
runway
landing.
19 right, clear to land.
Watch, he's about to float.
19 right, clear to land, have the traffic inside, 30 Kilo.
Concord Tower, experimental glass,
He's gonna float. I don't think
Sierra
he's gonna
Zulu,
make
ready
it.
to go on the right, close traffic.
That was either go around or instrument
called me
approach.
from the right.
No, actually, it could be instrument approach. That was the left
arm.
runway. I think that was us.
All right, we'll go with the glass there. Glass there, 73 Sierra Bravo will be number 1.
My
Hold
bad, I
short,
was
runway
talking.
19 right. Glass there, November 3 Sierra Zulu, holding short.
Go.
Helicopter Golf Golf has a DHC helicopter in sight, no background.
Helicopter Golf, thanks. Frequency change.
Shut up.
Yes.
Go.
Concord Tower Piper 2863 mic at 19 right, ready for departure, close traffic.
Piper 2863 Mike Oxstar, hold short, runway 19 right, number 2 for departure.
Holding short, 60 mic.
Holding short, 63 mic.
All right, so we are actually holding short right now because we're actually at the line. If we're at 19 left and we're on the opposite side, we're in the run-up area, you're not holding short. You need to be at the line if you're holding short. So that's one of the things that it's not usually a big deal, but there's a couple dudes in the tower that will bitch at you for using incorrect terminology.
Number 1, 19 right.
Say that again, what the staying in the run-up your sail.
So if we are here and 19 left, we're not holding short, we're in the run-up area, right? Holding short would be there.
Okay.
So it's just using the terminology
Pulling up to the
correctly. Uh-huh.
Terminal 0 Kilo, traffic's over the pond.
And so they're ready to take, waiting to take off on this runway as well, so we're waiting until one of them takes off, then we're next.
Yeah, I think so.
He said number 2.
Jetbound 3 on the go.
Jetbound 30, roger, and Travis didn't approve the published, however, you can make the right now into the VOR.
Okay, we'll do that. Jetbound 3.
Same thing, different words.
Yep.
Fuck are we waiting on here? Let's go, bro. Costing me money. Oh, speaking of money, cash, credit, what do you want?
Cash is fine.
Okay, and you want me to just pay you tomorrow after everything?
That's fine.
Because we're doing 2 in a row?
Yeah, I'm pretty lenient with it, which is a problem because I don't keep super
Yeah,
good track.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna
Terminal 0
screw
fuel,
you.
early left turn, runway 19 left cleared for the option. You'll be
Yeah, I
inside
usually
the
try and
on the
keep it
down.
up to date on the week,
That's
and then
good.
I try and just text the student when we're done, so we have like a text document of how much
Uniform,
time.
we'll do it again. Experimental will be inside of you. Number 2, runway 19 left clear for the option.
Right, left, clear for the option, inside 18.
Maybe we should just depart if it's gonna be this busy.
Glass Air 3, Sierra Zulu, runway 19 right, line
Yeah,
of the way,
it is pretty
SIG and direction, please.
30 Zulu, line
I was
up
hoping
and
it
wait.
wouldn't be as busy being a
In the
weekday.
pattern for touch and go.
Yeah, this is
How are you?
usually busy.
Are you doing okay?
And jetbound 3, frequency change approved.
Jetbound 3. We'll see you in a
It's
few
the longest I've had to wait in a long time.
Leave it to me.
Concord Tower, this is Archer 75179, holding short at 319 right. I'd like to depart to Santa Rosa.
Okay, that one.
Cessna 32 Kilo, turn left on Charlie, hold short of 19 left if you can, and remain with me.
On left on Charlie, hold short of 19 left, remain with you, 30 kilo.
And 32 Kilo, cross runway 19 left, contact ground, traffic is turning a mile final.
Oh, this headset's so much nicer.
Contact ground, 30 kilo.
Glass Air 3, Sierra Zulu, make right close traffic, runway 19 right, cleared for takeoff.
3 Sierra Zulu, clear for takeoff.
My last one would squeeze the shit out of the side of my head. I'd already have a headache by now.
Your headphones?
And Piper 6-3 Mike, you'll be following the upwind to Glass Air in right close traffic. Make right close traffic, runway 19 right, cleared for takeoff.
I'm gonna switch to departure to the practice area.
No, we got it. Go. 19 right, clear for takeoff. Traffic inside. Right, close traffic. 6-3 Mike.
And November 75179er Concord Tower, hold short of
Final's
runway
clear.
19 right.
He's going to the
departing
left
traffic.
one.
Hold short of runway 19 right for departing traffic, 179.
Got our lights,
Kilo follow the Cessna
camera,
short final.
action.
Number 2, runway 19 left,
All
clear
right.
for the option.
So we're going to get on the center line.
Kilo, number 2 behind the Cessna, short final, 19 left, thank you.
There we go. Full throttle.
Okay.
Need a little right rudder to keep us there. Keep your hand on the throttle.
2350 RPM. Good.
Glass Air 3 Sierra
And
Zulu,
rotation
now I'll
speed
call
is
the base.
65.
3 Sierra
Right.
Zulu, we'll let you
Airspeed's alive.
Airspeed's
Number
alive.
179,
So now
runway
we're
19
60.
right, clear for takeoff.
Softly,
and Santa Rosa,
softly.
is that more of a
There you
straight
go.
out for you?
Okay.
More
And
of a
we
right
turn our head, we're
heading
still
on
parallel.
179.
That's all right, little right rudder.
179,
Right aileron
runway
will bring
19
us
right,
back.
clear takeoff, right turn to Santa Rosa is approved.
Clear for takeoff, 19 right, the right turn.
So a little bit more to the right because we're drifting just a little bit, right? We don't want to drift, especially with this much traffic. So we'll just look outside, just fly. It's kind of hard without the clouds, but you see that? We're starting to drift again, right?
I'll keep that point on the hill.
There you go, very nice.
And we're climbing at 500. What altitude do you want?
We're going to stay in the pattern, so 700 feet, we're going to turn crosswind.
8487 Whiskey, ready for departure, 19 left, looking for a downwind departure.
Glass Air 3 Sierra Bravo, base approved, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Glass Air 3 Sierra Zulu, clear for the option.
My apologies, 3 Sierra Zulu. Turkey 847 Whiskey, Concord Tower, hold
All right,
short,
let's
19
turn right.
left, landing traffic.
What we got is BY down there. 79 in this one, so yeah. All right, right turn.
Right turn.
Right's clear. All right, so I'll do the first landing, and then you're going to keep your hands on the controls,
Okay.
and just feel what I'm doing with the yoke and the
Cherokee 7 Whiskey, the
rudders.
experimentals in left closed traffic. Your left down departure approved, only one.
I'm trying to radio up just a little bit.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
8-7 Whiskey, traffic in sight, left downwind approved, cleared for takeoff, 19 left.
There we go, wings level.
Back.
1,000 feet, so pitch, power, and trim.
You're off kilo, another early turn. Runway 19 left,
So we want
for the
to pitch
option
down.
inside.
I wouldn't pull it back yet because we want to build the speed. And then turn downwind.
Keep it here.
So let's turn downwind.
Okay.
There we go. And yeah, if you pull the throttle back too early, the airspeed's not going to build.
We're still climbing at 500?
No, we want to be at 1,000, right?
Okay.
So pitch down, airspeed's
Oh,
coming
okay.
up, power
1,000
back
feet,
to
gotcha.
2,000. And you're going to need a little trim, right? Because it wants to
Yeah,
climb.
as we're going up.
So pitch, down to 1,000. There we go, airspeed's good. So pull it back to 2,000 now.
Will be inside
Pull back to what? 2,000
Number
RPM?
2, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
Number 2, 19 left, cleared for the option, guard the traffic.
There you go, very good.
Check 6-3 Mike, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
What do I say? We're
19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 6-3 Mike.
Very good.
Why are they still talking to you when you're up in the air?
Because they're clearing us for landing.
Yeah, we need permission anytime we're going to be on the runways.
And we're just slowly descending.
Record
Right now we're level.
We want to be level, right? So our power setting's a little low. We might need a little bit higher because we got a decent amount of fuel and 3 people in it.
Left down departure.
Kilo, request early left.
Alright, I have the controls?
You have the controls?
Alright, so keep your hands on the rudder and the yoke and just feel what I'm doing, okay? So I'm looking to make sure we're going to be a beam. I'm pulling the power back to 15. I have a feeling we might need to be closer to 16 just based off the horsepower and the
behind the Cessna turning.
weight.
Oh, short
Alright, so we're about 85.
For the option.
There we go. And then we want to trim it, right? So I'm going to squeeze my hand through here. And ideally, we want to do this, right? We want to take our hands off and have it do what it's supposed to right there.
On each turn.
So usually we're about 800 feet here, but we're not out far enough. So like I said, I assumed, oh look, see there's the problem, the throttle dropped on us.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it up at 16 to make up for that loss. They're 45 degrees, we're turning 90 degrees, long final's clear. I like to do the flaps in the turn because it gives us more control. 75 is the airspeed we want. Wings level, so now we got a nice perpendicular shape. I'm going to keep the runway, or the rudder, trim the trim, there we go.
On the approach or
Set up.
at an intersection.
Because like I said, I should be able to take my hands off at any time.
At the intersection of 32
Turning.
right.
We're at 500
and
feet. This is
19
in
right.
general a good speed. Coming around, reducing the throttle. So we should see red over white. That means we're all right. So I'm just going to get us nice and lined up on the center line. So I'm going too fast right now, so I'm going to pull back. But I can see we're still starting to climb, so I'm going to reduce the power just a little bit because I don't want to climb anymore.
Okay.
There we go.
I feel request early left.
And the number should be about mid-windshield, correct?
Left turn through.
We're just trying, we're trying to fly ourselves to the numbers.
Clear for the option, 19 left. Thank you.
Op 6, proceed via Echo cross runway
Oh,
32
went
right,
from
and
the
on
right.
the 3, correct,
So I'm
cross
using
32
right aileron,
on the
left
32 right,
rudder.
hold short of 19 right. On
Going a
32
little
right.
bit fast, so I'm going to reduce the power.
On the 32 right, via Echo, hold short of 19 right, up 6.
Idle. We're just going to hold it, right? Because I could drop it now. We want to make it nice and smooth.
75179, frequency change request.
There we
Archer
go. And guess
179,
what?
no
I forgot
traffic
that 3
observed,
notches
frequency
of
change
flat.
approved.
So do as I say, not as I do. Full throttle, right rudder.
Okay. You still have the controls.
I have the
Cherokee
controls.
87 Whiskey, frequency change approved.
There we go.
with you. Thank you for
Right
your
on.
help.
Actually wasn't my best landing, but whatever.
First time in the plane, we'll give you some slack.
Oh, thank you. You have the controls.
I have the controls.
All right, so we're climbing 79. So yeah, I totally forgot to drop the third notch of flaps, and then I remember it as we were like short final, and at that point, didn't really matter. But what that means for us is we can't pitch up as much, and we had to go a little bit faster.
So pitch up to go slower, correct?
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Okay, we're at 79.
But when you have less flaps, you get less play, you know?
What's your take on carb heat for landing?
It's what the book says, right? So the book says as required.
Right.
You got to be careful because we do this in California, and I'm real lazy with the carb heat because I pretty much don't put it on unless I think there's carburetor eyes, you know, because that's how it's supposed to be used. That's a big debate topic with a lot of instructors. I actually watched a good video last night about it. Don't use carburetor heat unless you need it, because when the carburetor heat's on, it's putting the air in and it's not going through a filter. Right? So if it's not going through a filter, you can actually, yeah, so that's right. We're stepping all over each other.
19er approach.
That's on somebody. The inbound Cessna standby. Cessna 8 uniform number 2.
Alright, so this time around, you're going to have the controls. I'm going to guide you a little bit, and then the third time we'll see how you do.
And Cherokee 6-3, Mike, we got some work that needs to be done on the runway. I'm going to have you depart the airspace to the west. You can head towards the Benicia Bridge if you'd like. I'll call you back inbound.
6-3 Mike, yeah, we'll just depart. We'll go do our air work, and then I'll give you a call when we come back. 6-3 Mike, not a problem.
Hey, 6-3 Mike, I appreciate it.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal. We'll just go out, do the air work. So head towards the bridge?
Yeah. Probably heard that.
Over the stacks or not over the stacks? Not over the stacks. I do enough stuff to shorten my lifespan. I need to suck up radiation too.
And we're still climbing at 79?
Yeah, we'll climb up to 2,000 feet.
30 Zulu, I can take the left runway.
Before you do the maneuvers, you want to do your flow check, alright?
My blow check?
Flow check.
Oh, I thought I was going to say she's in the back.
Yeah, alright. So, for the flow check, you start here, go across, it works on all planes. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty lazy with it, because if we're doing touch and goes, we know it's set up, right? So we go here, circuit breakers are checked, we got the popped one for autopilot, which is fine.
Say that again, is this for landing?
I think he's turning final now with me.
So don't turn them all the way down while we're still in the airspace, but there you go. Alright, so we check here, then we go up, we got our lights on, landing line on, fuel pump on, mixture rich, throttle's good, magnetos are on both, and master switch is on. Alright, so that's a flow check, you just come across, make sure all the gauges.
Here and then here.
So I have the controls?
You have the controls.
Alright, look away, I'm going to mess up a few things.
How will your approach terminate?
Alright, you have the controls?
I have the
Alright, now do the flow check and get us set up.
So we flaps are down, all the breakers are in. Mixture should be rich.
We'll say 300s are heading.
All that, mags are on. Landing light doesn't need to be on right now, does it?
It does for maneuvers.
Okay.
And you got everything except one.
Fuel pump?
Fuel pump, there you go, very
For
good.
maneuvers?
Very nice. So yeah, a lot of people just like skip the flow check. I'm like, what the hell?
We're leveling off at
That's
2,000.
pretty important. Alright,
Reduce the throttle.
So pitch, power, trim. So we're in a little bit of a descent, right?
19 right, on 3
Anytime you have to
can we be level?
Yeah, we want to be level. We're leveling at 2,000.
I got 2 at once there. It's 0 fuel. You got traffic in sight. Short final. Clear.
I will say 22, 23 will be our cruise setting. Alright, very good. So yeah.
So we're there, level 20 or 2,000, and we're fairly trim.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty lazy with it, but we'll do the clearing turn. So 90 degrees to the left, 90 degrees to the right. So you just look over there, heading of a 200. We look, we actually see, alright, Golden Gate Bridge where it should be, will be 90 degrees. So just do a nice, gentle turn to the left. Since this is a low wing plane, the advantage is we get to see under us, right? Obviously we can see above us too, but that's not as important because we can always see above us. Watch your altitude, dude. So, you go outside, look, back in here, outside, back in here. So your throttle slips a little bit. Bring that back up to 23.
Here, I think
That's the friction lock. So power changes will affect your altitude too. So we want power at 22, 23, just a little bit more. Very good. So now our starting heading is there, so now we'll return to our starting heading. We're looking outside. These are clearing turns, you should always do it when you're getting exams and stuff, but
I know you want to do the low approach at minimum.
I'm pretty comfortable just looking outside and doing it that way. Sound good?
Yep. Turn out 090 to heading to Livermore.
Alright, so I'm going to be real on top of you to stay on the heading now, or in the altitude, because if you get the habits now, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier in the future. Okay?
You'll call our left turn, and we're cleared for the approach.
Very nice.
Okay, now one to the right, or do you just do the 2?
Nah, it's 90 degrees. That's another argue point. So people are like, oh, you got to do a 180, you got to do whatever. Alright, show me slow flight when you're ready.
And are we cool to do this stuff here?
Oh yeah, we're fine.
Bring it back to 1,000 or 1,500?
Yeah, 1,500. We got our outside reference. I'm looking at the shoreline over there.
Do we want to maintain level?
Uh-huh. So we're slowly going to pull it back to 15, and you're going to have to pitch back. So if you notice, the nose is starting to drop right there. So we'll just give it a little bit pull back. There you go. Airspeed slowly coming down.
But we're also descending.
Yep.
Like. So should we
just pull back
a little bit?
And then put in our flaps. I just pull it all the way to full because we're coming in real quick. Faster, faster, faster. Bring the power back up to 19. There you go. So about 50 knots should be good for this. There you go. Keep us on our heading. All right, so we need more power. There's more weight. More power. We're still sinking. We want to be really close to 2,000. So, yeah, the 19 is the generic go-to number. But like I said, this is all
RPM, right?
Yeah, this is a generic. This is a dynamic situation. If something's not right, do more. If you put it at 19 and you're like, oh, I'm descending, that means you need to add more power, right? You might have to go full throttle, and that's totally okay. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, do a nice gentle turn to a heading of 350.
Okay. Maintaining altitude.
So right side's clear. We're looking outside. And you're probably going to have to reduce the power in a minute just to keep us there, but it looks good for now. Let's see what happens when we get in straight level flight for a sec.
Should have gone out earlier.
Get down 3 over the VOR.
Alright, this power setting's actually working nicely.
Right turn out to the west.
Alright, very nice.
We'll just try a 21.
Clear low approach, VFR, turn out to the west.
Okay.
Maintain your heading, 350.
Cessna 3 Bravo Echo, leaving 1,000.
So outside is the main reference, inside is the secondary reference, okay?
3 Bravo Echo.
So far so good. Let's do a left turn to the west. You can set your heading bug if you want.
Okay, so we'll go basically west, right?
Terminal 0 Kilo, traffic silver 19 right. When they're above 1,500, they'll be departing to the east, Cessna.
0 Kilo, got that, Cessna, thanks.
A little bit less bank here at 15 degrees. Nice and gentle, right?
Thank you.
You see on our turn coordinator, the ball's out, so just a little bit of right rudder. Alright, and that keeps us in coordinator flight.
Just 3 Bravo Echo, traffic, crosswind, downwind, for runway 19 left to Cessna Cutlass at pattern altitude.
Very nice. Now let's turn to a heading of 010.
3 Bravo Echo.
And they're actually more midfield now, should be off your left and slightly behind.
Okay, we're still 2,000. Clear right.
Then we're going to transition to a power off stall, so start thinking about
turn
that.
is approved at this time, and squawk maintain VFR.
3 Bravo Echo, we had traffic in sight and we'll maintain VFR.
Terminal 0 Alpha Kilo, early left turn, short approach, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
Terminal 0 Alpha Kilo, clear for the option, 19 left, thanks.
Cessna 8 uniform, extend downwind for a half a mile, then your base is approved. Number 2 to follow, and experimental runway 19 left, clear for the option.
Let's turn to a heading of 030, and then when we get there, we're going to do a power off stall, alright? Do you want me to demonstrate one, or do you think you could do it just with me talking you through it?
Yeah, I can do it. You talking me through it.
Alright, sounds good.
030, clear right.
Clear right. And this is the easiest version of the stall. We'll get into the harder ones a little bit later. Alright, so we got 030. We're stabilized, right?
Yeah.
So just listen to what I'm going to tell you, and then I'll say when to do it, okay? So we're gaining a little altitude, so you're going to, yeah, we can turn them down now. Who cares? You're going to reduce the power a little bit to make sure we're staying close to our altitude. Then you're going to go power idle. You're going to look outside, and then you're going to check in here and just make sure we're maintaining 2,000, because it's like we're stretching for final. Right, and then when we get our stall, we're going to go power full, nose to the horizon, flaps to 20, okay? And then our airspeed's going to start to increase, and we'll climb it VY.
Where should I be at power-wise?
You should do whatever you have to do to maintain level flight. So what did we say the generic go-to was?
18?
Yeah, 18 or 19, good.
You can squawk VFR.
Alright, so I'm going to just say it to you one more time. Power idle, maintain altitude as we're going to get a buffeting. Then when the nose drops, full throttle, flaps to 20, nose to the horizon. As our airspeed starts to increase, slowly drop the flaps and climb at 79.
20 is the first notch?
20 is the second notch.
Okay. There's 3 total, right?
No. So we're going to keep it in, 3. And we're starting to lose a little altitude, right?
You're number 1, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
Because we're simulating coming in on final.
Okay. So I guess I'm not clear what you want, because I thought the power was where we were close to.
Yeah.
I know we
have the controls. I'll just show you one, okay?
Alright, cool.
So we're going to get set up. We want to get to the heading we said. Actually, let's use this. I don't want to get too close to Napa. 060 is fine. So you see how I have a really high power setting to bring us back to where we should be? 060. I'm going to go power idle. And I'm just going to pull to maintain because I don't want us to descend. Pull, 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 right rudder. There's the stall. Right rudder. Flaps to 20. No, my eyes are...
the stall. Okay.
My eyes are outside. Airspeed's coming alive. There we go. Now we can get a positive rate of climb.
Okay,
Last notch of flaps. And we'll climb at 79 to bring us back up to 2000.
Okay.
We maintained our heading throughout. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
You have any questions?
No, I was just confused.
It is kind of confusing. So 10, 20, 30. I should actually probably say that because some planes will put in weird numbers. They'll be like 25 degrees or whatever. So just think of it 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Cherokee 63 Mike, you still on frequency?
Still on frequency, 63 Mike.
Are you at 2,000 feet over Benicia, about 8 miles northwest?
We are, 63 Mike.
Number 63 Mike, traffic's also a Cherokee departing north westbound towards Concord. They're about 2 miles west of the field now, climbing out of 1,900 indicated.
Thanks for the update. We'll be looking for the traffic. 63 Mike.
So you should be going that way, right?
Yeah. We'll keep our eyes peeled. It's not a big deal.
Terminals Rough Kilo, Roman 1911.
That was nice because he didn't know if we were on frequency or not. So, all right, cool. So let's do a heading of 080, and we're set up in slow flight. We're going to need to bring the power up to 19. Do you think you can do the power off stall?
Yeah, we'll try. So guide me through.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. If you ever need a minute, or I'm not being clear, or I'm being an asshole or something, just let me know. All right.
I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, no worries.
Listen, Dick. All right, so we're going to bring power
Concord
all the way down. Flaps will maintain where they're at. Once we stall.
Yeah, we're kind of simulating like being on final, stretching it too much, and then full throttle to the horizon, flaps to 20.
Is over at
Okay.
hotel ramp with Yankee. Request position departure. I'd like to have our departure to the northwest.
Like this?
Yep, you got
Full
it.
throttle?
Oh, no. We want to have a little bit more of a stall. So just go idle.
All the way down?
All the way down.
To the bottom?
Helicopter 3, go.
Keep your hand on the throttle.
Charlie.
It's full throttle now, right? Nose to the horizon.
Be at your own risk.
Right rudder.
And wind is variable. Depart to the south for now. I'll call a right turn.
There we go. Air speed's coming back. So now we got to use a lot of forward pressure, right? So you can drop one more notch of flaps. There you go. And yeah, you want to incrementally drop it down now, right?
It wasn't at the bottom? Oh, you just mean slow?
Yeah, you went from 2 to 0.
Okay. 7457 Quebec.
There you go. Now we're climbing back up. So how do you feel about that? A little bit better?
Yeah.
So this is a life-saving maneuver. It's not a, everyone's like, oh, I'm learning how to stall. You're not learning how to stall. Anyone can stall the plane, right? It's about doing the recovery because this shouldn't happen in the real world, but it's good to know what to do.
Convenient to the right, on the right downwind, a cutlass.
Alright, so get set up in slow flight, then I'll tell you when to start the stall. We'll use the heading 070.
Northwest for 3 Golf Charlie.
Alright, we got to switch our tanks now, so we're in straight and level flight. Pop it over.
Fuel pump is on.
Very good.
Switching to the right. Fuel pressure is good.
Very nice.
And all the other gauges are good.
So we want to make sure we're on top of our heading.
Okay, we need to go.
There you go. Looks, oh, we want to go a little bit slower, so we need to pitch back a little bit.
Okay, about that.
Slowly bring the nose back, because we're going to sink otherwise, right? See, there's the sink.
Yeah.
Pull, pull, pull.
Tip on 3, still up.
Okay.
Pull a little harder, right? We're starting to lose our...
Mike, that departed Cherokee traffic is no factor for you.
Traffic no factor, 60 Mike.
Traffic no factor, 63 Mike.
So don't stop flying just because they're talking to us, right? Bring the power back up. Get us set up at 2,000. Because you really have to master the slow flight if you want to get good at the landings, right? Because this is exactly what it is.
Will be left base.
So let's pull back a little bit to slow us down, and we'll increase the throttle too. And we've got a slow climb indicator there. So do you see how we're slowly making adjustments to bring us in? Our ball's out of the cage, so a little right rudder there. There we go. And we're pulling back.
And Cherokee 63 Mike, I don't know if you're ready to report inbound, but traffic looks like they're inbound to Concord at your 12 o'clock and 5 miles. Type is unknown, at least I'm not familiar with it, but they're doing about 240 knots.
Oh, shit.
In front of you, so if you're going to report inbound, don't report till you're about 8 miles north.
Well,
SoCal looking for the traffic. I think we have them in sight. Well, we should be back in about 20 minutes. 6-3 Mike.
6-3 Mike, Brad. And looks like they're descending on a 1,700 feet now. It should be no factor at your 12, moving 1 o'clock and 4 miles.
Traffic in sight, no factor. 6-3 Mike.
Where do you see him?
He's barely shimmering over there somewhere. He's right over, if you look at the water and then look up about half an inch, he's right there, a little black dot.
Concord Tower, Cessna 7457, go back.
Pitch the nose out if you want to see he's over there. I want to know what the hell's, I want to know what the hell's doing 200 knots at 1,000 feet though. Alright, so let's get ourselves set up.
Alright, so we're just a little high.
Let's go back. We're altering the left base.
Is that a little fast for that height?
Oh, that's a little fast. We're doing 70 knots right now. So 250. 250 is the speed limit. So whatever that is hauling ass.
Okay. So we're going power idle. Or we need flaps up first, right?
Let's get it set up at 2,000 and 55 knots. So slowly reduce the power.
Phenom 623 Delta Tango Concord Tower.
Phenom. It might be Jet Suite's little baby plane.
Right, 3 Delta Tango. Concord Tower, Centurion 5223 Alpha is ready on the right.
There you go. Altitude's under control.
Okay.
So now it's just slow pitch to bring us back.
Alpha, Concord Tower. Traffic to
Like that? Yeah, you got it. And if you have to pull up, feel free to use the trim. Anytime I'm pulling more than I should, I have to adjust the trim. That's about right. Yeah, we want to go a little bit slower though. We're at 65. We're looking for 55 knots. So remember, that's going to lower our altitude, so we just need to pull back.
Should we have the flaps on now?
Oh yeah, probably should. Because you can do it without the flaps, but this is so remember, we got to be fast to bring it back in. You can do it without the flaps, but we're trying to simulate coming in on final, right? And you can feel controls are really mushy, right? Don't respond as well. Same with this. You see how we're not changing our pitch, but our airspeed needles bouncing? So if we push down just a little bit, 55 knots. Alright, very good. So maintain this. We're starting to descend a little bit, so increase the power just a little bit. We'll use 100 as our heading. Then we're going to go power idle as the nose drops, full throttle, nose horizon, flaps to 20, alright?
Okay.
I'm going to not touch anything. I'm just going to talk you through it this time, okay? So maintain our heading. We're starting to get off a little bit. Left aileron. And then pull. Oh, pull. So we want to get the full stall.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Full throttle.
Concord Tower,
Flaps to 20. Right rudder.
is cleared to the northwest.
Hold the nose down. Hold the nose down because we're going to climb right now, right?
Here you go, Charlie.
A little bit lower. So this is level with the horizon. Airspeed's coming back. Drop 1 notch of flaps. You have 2 remaining. There you go. 1. Airspeed's coming back. Now we can drop the last notch and then climb at 79. Last notch out. Alright, very good. See, I didn't do anything that time. I gave a little push for the horizon just so we could get there. That was all you, man. How'd you feel about that?
Pretty good.
Want to try it again? Yeah. Alright, so we just need to tighten everything up a little bit, right? So gradually I want to have to say less and less each time. So we got our heading of east. Get me in slow flight at 2,000. Get me in the dirty configuration, so that's flaps down.
This uniform number 2 behind the Phenom short final caution, wake turbulence, runway 19 right, clear 3 options.
So we're gaining altitude right now,
Power
right?
down. And pitch down a little bit.
I'd probably pull the power just idle, and then you could pitch the nose down a little bit, get us down to where we should be. That'll increase your airspeed, but over time. I think I'm hearing an ELT beep. Do you hear that, like, weird noise?
So that might be the beacon. It's flashing at the same
I think
pace
you're
as
right.
the beacon. Hit the beacon off real quick.
There you go. I've never heard that before.
Okay, we're at 2,000.
So power's good, but we still need to pitch back a little bit and get us slower, right?
And we want to be at 70 or 55, right?
Yeah. So we're probably going to have to reduce the throttle just a little bit.
Hold short of runway 19
And we want
right,
flaps
landing
on?
traffic.
Full flaps.
Full flaps.
There you go. Bring power in now because we're at the right airspeed. There you go. See how we were like faster that time and we didn't have to make the adjustments? Heading's good, altitude's good, we're stabilized. Now power idle, stall us at 2,000 feet. So all the way idle. There you go, keep your hand on it. Left aileron, so it'll keep us on the heading of east. we're sinking, right? So we want to pull back a little bit more. Full throttle, right rudder, flaps at 20. There you go.
Flaps at 20.
Nose down a little bit, right? You see how we're pitched up?
Pushing.
There you go.
Good to go.
One more notch, we'll drop down, and then we have just one more remaining. There you go. Airspeed's coming back. Positive rate of climb. There
One more?
you go. Yep, you got it. And we climbed to 2,079 knots.
Okay.
All right, cool. How you feeling?
Pitch back. Good.
You want to do
a review?
Yeah, right. We'll do the power off stall tomorrow, or power on stall tomorrow. Do you want to do this a couple more times? Or you want to go back and do a couple landings?
We can try a few landings.
All right, cool. So
I don't want to burn out either, so.
Yeah, I don't like to go over the maneuvers more than like 4 times because then it starts feeling like drilling, and that's not fun. All right, cool. So get us set up in cruise configuration, do your cruise checklist, and then tell me what we need to do to go back to Concord.
So you want us at 2,000?
Yes, please. 2,000. Cruising setting is 22 or 23.
Just 1 to Delta, runway 19 right, line up and wait.
Table Delta, line over way, 19 right. Concord Tower, helicopter 68, golf off is 6 to the southwest, inbound for the jet center, Washington.
And Cessna AT uniform cross runway 19 left to kilo, contact ground, point 9.
Cross on left on kilo and contact ground 8 uniform.
Just 1 Tickle Delta, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff,
Very
to
nice.
departure.
Do you remember what we have to do to go back to Concord?
We have to
Just 1 Tickle Delta, make a
talk to the tower.
What do we have to do before that?
We have to get ATIS.
There you go, very good.
And let me just get set up here first. We're 2,000
You take as
level.
much time as you want. Also, you can always ask me to take the controls at any time if you want to focus on doing something.
And for now, make
So
right traffic, only 19 right.
So now we would monitor this and hit 2 to go.
Nah, we're not really talking to them. I would just turn it so you can get it all in one.
For California,
go.
contact flight service or HIWAS for more
Can you take the
information.
controls, please?
I have the controls. So what I'm going to do while you're doing that is I'm going to slowly loop us to the Pittsburgh stacks so we have a reporting point.
Okay.
Concord Tower information, Yankee 175 Zulu. Wind variable at 4, visibility 10. Clear, temperature 26, dew point 12, altimeter 3000. RNAV runway 19 right approaching, use landing runways 19. Notice airmen, taxiway Bravo closed between runway 19 right and taxiway Mike. Use caution for birds in the vicinity of Concord Airport. Hazardous weather is in effect for California. Contact flight service or HIWAS for more information. Advise you have information, Yankee.
Yankee.
I missed the first part though. I think it was
Concord
variable
Tower
at 4 knots.
information,
Yep,
Yankee
you got it.
175 Zulu. Wind variable at 4, visibility 10.
Okay.
Clear.
Go back to tower.
1 left for the option and I'll make a left flow traffic. 436, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, let's find the airport.
Yeah, you have to watch this throttle. I think it slides around a little bit.
Should we? Is it a matter of that or?
No, because let's see, get this tight. Well, maybe it will. Let's see what happens. Now we got it nice and tight.
Okay.
All right, so let's
I have the
maintain
controls.
2,000. You have the controls. Say inbound for touch and goes, requesting 19 right.
Okay. Concord Tower 2863 Mike, inbound for touch and goes, requesting 19 right with Yankee.
Cherokee 2863 Mike, Concord Tower, and city position.
Concord Pittsburgh stacks.
Pittsburgh stack.
We're over the Pittsburgh stacks 63 Mike.
Cherry 63 Mike. Enter, for now, enter and report a left base, runway 19 left. I do have your request for the right. And you want touch and goes?
That's affirmative.
So say 2 mile left base, 19 left.
2 mile left base, 19 left, 63 Mike.
There you go. All right, cool. Now turn this towards Willow Pass.
And we're currently 19 left and he has a request for
1
right.
Tango Delta, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Runway 19 right, clear for check. 1 Tango Delta.
Now we need to come down a little bit.
Helicopter 8 Golf Golf, traffic to head into your right, being the numbers of 1 left on downwind is Skyhawk.
And more Willow Pass or?
And then once we get over the hills, we'll do our descent check.
Are we going to come in the downwind?
Nah, what do you tell us?
Or base, 2 mile base.
Helicopter 8
2 mile
Golf
left
Golf,
base,
reference
19
them. You can
left,
actually
right?
make an early right
So
turn
you
around
always
the,
want to write
jet
that down.
And taxi
Or
echo
to
being
the 2 mile
tossed to
part?
jet clear to land.
Yeah.
Wind 1, correction 204.
Well, just what it is, 2 mile left base, because it could be the downwind, could be a straight in, right? Because he didn't know where we were.
That's 1 Tango Delta traffic, Cessna on final.
Should we reduce power for the
Traffic, 1 Tango Delta.
Is our power setting 23? No, it's fine. We're cruising. Once we get over the hills, then we'll reduce it. Because if we do reduce the power, it's going to slow down, right?
Okay.
We're only going 90 knots. Thank God we got my horrible landing on video, dude. That's really good.
Alright, see, I forgot about the camera. I already told you I would.
Oh, yeah?
Once it goes on, I said I forget it. And so 19 is the one's going this way.
You got it.
So we're kind of at a 45 to the runway almost?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is go that way because we want to enter on the base. We don't want to enter in this weird diagonal BS, right? It's supposed to be a rectangle. So if we're here, we need to go over a little bit and then go in. So a lot of people just aim for the abandoned airfield right there.
Runway 19 on our left, landing traffic.
Is that the one in the path right there?
Yeah, once we get on the other side of the hill, because I don't know if you can see it from there, but there's little bunkers. So they call that the abandoned field.
Gamma Jet 871,
Hey, there's my range
report
over there.
a 3-mile final.
Go Gamma Jet 871.
Notice all the burn marks?
Oh, there it is. That's awesome.
Okay, and when we come in for a landing, we need to be quiet.
Krakatoa 9436 after touch and go, requesting for right close traffic.
Cessna 436, fly straight out on the go.
Straight out on the go, 9436.
Alright, so let's do our descent checklist.
Okay, other side. Okay, we got the ATIS. We set the altimeter because it didn't change. We'll double check that it's the same. It is. Radios are
Let's
on.
pull the throttle back to
1 Tango
19.
Delta traffic, the beam, the runway, helicopter landing a Conquer jet.
And start a slow descent.
Conquer Tower, this is 2384 Lima.
Okay, we've got the clearance.
Cessna 84 Lima traffic, 6 miles north
Full
of Conquer to
rich
King Air,
mixture.
descending on
So we're at
1,800
19.
for
Actually,
the
just
straight
go
in.
idle. Let's just get down to 1,000 because we're still kind of far out.
Looking for the traffic and frequency check approach.
Okay, airspeed set. Fuel, we have proper
Gamma Jet
tank setting.
871, you're following a Cessna on short final number 2, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Is that fuel
right, clear to
setting good?
land,
Say again? Is that fuel on the left
871.
tank good? Or do we need to switch?
15 minutes.
Mike,
Huh?
I'll need you to do one on
Good.
the left, is that okay?
One left is fine, 60 Mike.
Alright, it'll be for 19 left, but I do need you to do one pass, then I'll switch over to the right. Runway 19 left cleared for the option, fly straight out on the go.
19 left, clear for the option, 63 Mike.
Cessna 138, Mike Echo, traffic's a 2-mile left base, make left close traffic, runway 19
so we
left
got
clear for
the
takeoff.
approach receive, airspeed set, fuel proper tank, instruments.
Check 63
2,
Mike,
5
1
and a
departure
half,
prior to your arrival,
2,
Skyhawk.
Say again for 60 Mike.
63 Mike, there'll be one Cessna departing prior to your arrival.
Look for the traffic, 60 Mike.
63 Mike, and additional traffic at your 2 o'clock on a 3-mile final for runway 19 right for King Air.
Traffic in sight, 460 Mike.
Traffic in sight, 63 Mike.
448 Bravo.
Alright, so power to 15.
Northeast,
Faster. 15.
Oh, faster.
And 10 degrees of flaps. Very nice. 20 degrees of flaps because we're entering on the base. There we go. Pitch for 75.
Where we're going? Up.
Don't cut the corner. We need. We're gonna need.
436 turn crosswind.
Try not to float on this one because it's a short runway.
Okay.
436 right crosswind.
So I'll give you a little
Cessna's taking off there.
I'm gonna give you a little extra guidance because I don't want to have you do a full stop. That's
Just 1 Tango
gonna.
Delta, turn crosswind if able.
Okay, so we don't need carb heat, instruments are checked.
71 traffic's head to your left.
Reduce the power a little high, power to 14.
19 left.
Inside
Full
Gamma
flaps.
871.
King Air traffic in sight. Long funnels clear. Short funnels clear. Gauges are in the green. Undercarriage down and welded. Mixture rich. Props are set. Seatbelts on.
Bravo. 2006, 2600.
Are you steering or am I steering?
You got it. I'm just gonna guide you a little bit.
Inbound landing with Yankee.
So 24 right Bravo, Conquer Tower, enter and report to 2-mile left base, runway 19 left.
Report to 2-mile base, 19 left, 48 Bravo.
Alright, so we're a little low, so we want to use a
1
little
Tango
right
Delta, number 2 behind
ailerons
the
to
King
get
Air
us
short
over.
final, runway 19 right, clear for the option,
There
caution
you
wake
go.
turbulence.
Left rudder.
Right, flip off.
There you go. We're gonna try and get set up now, right? There we go. 65, airspeed's good. And we're just keeping our nose, a little extra power. We got a little bit too much sync, just a little bit.
Like that?
Yep, a little bit more power. More. There you go. Once we're over the hills, now it's fine. Now we can slowly reduce.
Tell me when.
It's cool. We're going to fly ourselves all the way to the number. There we go.
Alright, can we get the reverse
I
ID
don't-
for Gamma J 871?
What?
I don't.
871 right turn. You're going to Concord Jet?
Affirm, Gamma J 871.
I think you said I
871
don't.
right turn is Foxtrot on a ground point under.
Alright, so
Alright.
right turn off Foxtrot over the ground, Gamma J 871.
Full throttle, go.
Flaps down, full throttle. And
So it's better
here's
to
me.
Indiana Jones it to the end of the runway
Right,
if we're running out of runway,
Yeah,
because
still on,
if you
so.
pull off early, we're just going to float.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Now pitch for 79 and we're good. All right, so he's going to call a right turn, I think. So yeah, remember that. This is 160 horse.
63 Mike. Make a right close traffic, runway 19 right.
Right, close traffic, 19er right, 63 Mike.
Yeah, so if you're ever short on runway and you've
Okay,
decided to go
runway
for it,
19
Indiana
left,
Jones
please
it
be
all the way to the end and then go. Okay, do not pull up early because you need that airspeed. Not bad, good job.
Thank you. I wasn't flying, were you flying?
That was you, man.
436, number 2, follow the Cessna right base, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Number 2, wrong 19 right, clear for option, 436, thank you.
Yeah, we're a little bit. And we're approaching 7.
All right, so we're going to go right even though we're on the left.
Okay. That door has a gap on the upper right above your head. I don't know if that's normal or not.
Nah,
I
it just
see.
missed the hook.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a big deal.
I was gonna say, I see daylight, so. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, there's a little hook right there and I can see it didn't go. It doesn't matter though, it's got this log.
Well, we can't throw her out with the door closed anyway, so.
Huh. I've had a door pop open at 200
63 Mike.
feet.
Number 2 now, following Cessna right, downwind, about to turn base, runway 19 right, clear for the option. Additional traffic left base to the left, Cessna.
19 right, clear for the option. 39 Mike. Is that what I say?
Yeah, and then number 2.
Concord Tower, experimental.
So, Concord Tower,
ready on 19
100 right, clear for the option, number 2, traffic in sight.
Concord Tower, 19 right, clear for the option, traffic in sight, 63 Mike.
Very good.
So,
If you didn't include the part, traffic in sight, not a big deal. If you didn't include number 2, you'd probably let it go, right?
I'd like a right crosswind departure.
And get us as close to 1,000 as you can.
Bravo, you're number 2, following Cessna, quarter-mile final, runway 19 left,
Bring
clear
the
for
power
land.
back to 2,000.
Number 2, clear
Is this
for
fucking
land.
thing slipping or is it me? 'Cause I thought...
19 left.
Alright, let's see what happens.
This feels solid. Okay, go over to the right.
Smaller and softer corrections, okay?
We're approaching
Concord
1,000.
Tower, Sky 42 Romeo Lima.
No, power setting's good, alright?
Oh, okay.
Left down in the departure.
So now we just level.
Cessna 42 Romeo Lima, Concord Tower, pull up 2, hold short, runway 19 left, landing traffic.
Hold short,
Want to do,
runway 19
well,
left.
I'll do as many as you want. How many more
Sky
landings do you want to do?
Let's do 3.
3, okay, thank you.
Ground up, 6 question.
Top 6,
Six,
Yeah.
One short of 19 left. After 4
trying to find the balance between-
permitting, can we get on 19
So
left for
power's
about 5
below
minutes?
2,000 again.
I have a request.
And we can just
We
pull
should
back.
be able to.
There we go, get us back up there. There we go.
And we're beam, I believe. So, power to 18.
So 1 Tango Delta,
Hot
Roger,
50.
you're
1-5.
number 2.
1-5,
following
1-5.
A
First notch of
actually,
flaps.
just continue for
We're
now,
in the wide
traffic
arc.
holding position.
Okay. First notch of flaps going in. We're
So a good visual is the baseball diamonds,
Uh-huh.
but we're really looking for over our shoulder.
45. So that's something I wasn't taught before, the 45. I was given
Experimental
landmarks, which was
507
cool. But
Yeah,
Fox,
see,
Fox,
that's how you do it for real, you know, because you're not going to know the landmarks at the airport.
Reference sim, runway
Alright,
1
so we're
clear
close.
takeoff.
Alright, so let's do
Any
the
other
other
traffic
And
landed?
looking for traffic.
Cherokee 63 Mike, traffic departing prior to arrival is a right crosswind departure, experimental.
What do I say?
I got it. looking for the traffic, 60 Mike. I want you to just focus on flying, don't worry about radios.
Cessna 1 Tango Delta, you're number
75
2,
knots.
following a Cherokee, about turning the right base, runway 19 right.
20 degrees of flaps.
19 right, clear to land number 2, 1 Tango Delta.
Wings level. There we go. A little bit slow, nose down.
Cessna 48 Bravo, observe the go.
Power's a little low too, right?
Downwind turn. Blocked, 42 Romeo Lima. Cessna 42 Romeo Lima, Concord Tower, upwind.
Try not to have the nose pitched up, right?
Left downwind approved, runway 19 left.
65, 3 notches of flaps. There we go.
Runway 19 left, clear for takeoff. Cessna 2 Romeo Lima.
Cessna 48 Bravo, make a left, close traffic.
Alright, so here you just want to make small corrections, like, there we go, little right rudder, little left aileron. Kind of locks us in there with those cross controls, right?
Okay.
65, looks good. Do not let the nose come up. We want to be pointing at that 19 right. That's our aiming point right now.
Okay. White over red-ish.
Right over white, we're alright.
8 Mike Echo, runway.
Starting to get a little
pink. For the option.
Starting to get what?
A little pink. That means we're starting to go a little low.
Low power.
There it is. There's the 2 reds. Alright, there we go. Now reduce the power just a little bit.
Cessna 48 Bravo, just confirm you're going to be a full stop
Very
this
nice.
next round.
So we want to stop the oscillations, right?
Okay.
So I'm not controlling anything. I'm just stopping you from letting it move around, okay?
Left,
now idle. And then we're going to just hold ourselves off the runway. I don't care if we float. We're going to focus on making it smooth. Small, small, small,
six will be just a couple minutes
small
here.
right rudder.
Got one more turn option and one on the inbound
full power.
Flaps down first.
Okay, full power.
Yep. So yeah, small, soft corrections, okay?
Following Cessna.
So that was pretty much all you. I was just stopping you from oscillating too much, right? How do you feel about that?
It felt okay. Pretty good, right? Smooth for my first one.
A lot of people hold the yoke too tight, so if we get bounced, I get bounced, the yoke gets bounced, then I get bounced again, so it creates this like never-ending cycle. So firm, but soft too, right?
Yeah.
7 Echo Fox.
Climbing at 79 for 700.
Very good.
And we're not going to cut him off.
We'll be fine. We climb so slow, it's not going to be a big deal.
We beat him. Okay. 79, 500. We're at 700, making a right.
Cessna 1 Tango Delta, turn left on Charlie, hold short runway 19 left, remain this frequency. Left on Charlie,
if the ball is to the right, we step to the left, correct?
What's that?
If the ball is to the right, we put left rudder, correct?
No, ball to the if wherever the ball is, you step on it, right? So if it's on the right,
okay,
step on the ball. So yeah, for now, I want you to just focus on making your landing smooth, and then after that, we'll focus on making them precise. Because if you know how to make it smooth, you can salvage bad landings, right?
Yeah.
All right, so pitch down now, because we want to not overshoot our altitude.
And we're at 18 or 2000.
2000, you got it.
66.3, Mike number 2, following Cessna, right base, stop turn final, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 63 Mike.
Very nice. Alright, so yeah, we kind of screwed up that leg because it was like diamond shaped, right? But it's okay now. So if we're doing this correctly, our angle's off just a little bit. Now it's good, right? Because our reciprocal should be down there. Alright, so we'll do 2 more landings for a total of 5.
8 Mike Echo. We're working on English proficiency and ATC compliance, so if you need to push us around a little bit, it's actually helpful for us. Thanks.
I think everything's good right now, correct?
Cessna
Yeah, except
8
for
Mike
altitude.
Echo, actually that's what I
1,000.
need. Make right this time around. Cessna 8 Mike Echo, make right close traffic, runway 19 right.
Right close traffic, 19 right, 8 Mike Echo.
So get a little bit better on that.
Mike, change to my frequency,
On that,
119.7.
Good power for altitude or pitch?
Yeah, with the 100 feet, you can just pitch, but yeah, there you go. But if it's not giving you what you want, you can add a little throttle, right?
Contact ground, 1 second out.
We're right at 2000.
Bravo,
Starting
contact
to sink again. I have a feeling we're not trimmed correctly.
Contact ground.
If I had to guess.
And 6 Alpha Mike is on 312.
Stationer 206 Alpha Mike, Concord Tower, ident, and verify you did say Yankee.
Alright, power to 15. We gotta get a little faster on these.
6 Alpha Mike.
What do you mean? Faster
Uh, throttle reductions.
to Romeo Lima.
And then 10 degrees of flaps.
Romeo Lima,
Because
frequency
it changes the shape of our pattern if we wait too long.
To Romeo Lima.
Okay, that plane has landed, looks like. So we'll wait to the 45 and then turn.
Stationer 6 Alpha Mike, for multiple aircraft in the pattern. Make right traffic, runway 19
know if we got
right,
cleared
2 miles
for
on
the,
the 45, and
for
maintain
the runway?
VFR
If we did?
1,500 at this
I
time.
thought he said we're number 2 behind that
Okay,
guy. I'll
maintain
double check.
VFR at or above 1,500.
Actually, I want you just focus. I'll double check.
For 19er right on the 45.
We're about, wait, hold the seat back there. You getting worried?
We're about 45,
Better
right?
not be worried.
Turn
Oh
base.
no.
Concord Tower, 60 Mike, just verifying we're clear for 19er right.
Cherokee 63 Mike, affirmative, you are number 1, runway 19 right, you cleared for the option.
Number 1, clear for the option, 19er right, 60 Mike, thank you.
And op 6 Concord
If I didn't know any better,
Tower,
that's
you
a
can
brace
proceed
for
on
impact.
runway 19 left.
Nose down, nose down. Do you see how we're like too high right there? Too high, man.
Concord Tower pipeline 486 north and east.
Alright, we want to check our final.
Request transition.
There we go.
Calgary, Refinery, Buffalo Hills, westbound.
And then we got our third notch now because we had kind of a short base right there.
Okay.
Right on the money.
Westbound transition approved
There we
out
go,
of
we just need, we're going to be a little bit high.
A right
We need
traffic
to
entry, they're
reduce
going to be
the
restricted
throttle just a
1,500
little
to
bit
a
and then pitch
stationary,
back just a
and
little
additional
bit.
traffic 3 aircraft.
I would never reduce the power any more than that though.
Okay.
Okay, roger that.
There we go, this looks good.
Coming in from.
Last report over Crockett.
Concord Tower, Cessna 1, 13A Mike, Echo passing number, clear for the option. Request option.
Mike
Very
Echo number
nice.
2 following Cherokee short final, runway 19 right, cleared for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 19 right, Mike Echo, I'm number 2.
Alright, sounds good. I don't think we read all that back. 1.5 and above, pipeline 48, we'll be looking for traffic.
There you go. Softer corrections.
Okay.
There you go. Keep the nose down on those numbers. Do not reduce the throttle till we're at a comfortable altitude. There you go. Idle. Hold us back. Hold, pull back, pull back. I'm not touching it. It's all you. Hands are up. Pull back. Not bad. Alright, cool. Throttle, or up.
line.
Flaps are down. Full throttle. It's number 4. Not bad. I didn't touch anything, right? There you go.
436, number 2 following Cessna, right base, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
Very nice.
Number 2, run 1 and right. Work on speed of post stop 436, thank you.
Takeoff.
436,
Alright, it wants us to change the tanks.
Okay, give me 1
We
second.
can do that. Don't do it unless you're in a straight level flight though, okay? So you can do it on the downwind or we're almost done anyway, so this will be a full stop. Good landing, dude.
Center 1228 Echo Concord Tower.
With the Pipers, you can get away with being a little bit more flatter than you should, but it's all good.
Echo will pull up and hold short of 19 right.
79.
Concord Tower, Cessna 2432 Kilo to the pilot at 19er left run up, ready to take off for right close traffic pattern.
So 2432 Kilo Concord Tower, hold short runway 19 left for vehicle on the runway.
Hold short on 19er left, 32 Kilo.
Concord Tower,
Approaching
stationer
7.
206 Alpha Mike is entering right traffic 19 right on the 45.
700 turning right, clear right.
Stationer 6 Alpha Mike, roger, traffic you're looking for is going to be off your right at this time, turning their crosswind. That'll be your traffic to follow at Cherokee. They'll be in the pattern of 1,000.
The tower,
Roger,
tower controller
negative
today is nice.
contact, 6 Alpha
What's up?
Mike.
Said the controller today is a nice guy.
Oh, they're all pretty nice.
Well, I know
People get
some
away
are
with,
kind of
they get
friendly.
away with murder
Mike,
here.
traffic off the right, restricted 1,500.
No,
with
I made
stationary
the
entering the
turn
pattern.
fucked up.
I'll let you know next time we're going up to the tower. You can go up and say hi to them.
Okay.
And,
You're welcome to come
Tower
too if
6
we do
Alpha Mike
that.
has the traffic behind and below me inside. I'm
Pitch
losing
down
as
now,
I
pitch
turn
down. We're
downwind,
starting to
though.
get too high.
Oh, yeah.
What's this? What's this guy doing?
Stationer 6 Alpha Mike, roger, actually you can continue
Just
your
fix it faster.
into the downwind.
Down to 2,000.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
down.
So things like altitude control needs to be fixed right away.
Traffic, 6 Alpha Mike.
Cherokee 6-3 Mike traffic, you'll be following as heading to your left, descending into the pattern, a Cessna.
We'll pass behind him, 60 Mike.
Roger. And Cessna,
That's a fucking
and
bullshit maneuver.
Cessna,
That is
Alpha
total
Mike
bullshit.
traffic over the field transitioning westbound to
Should we
the
just
top area restriction.
do a really wide sweep?
Yeah, we gotta go wider than him. What a moron. You're supposed to be at, go that way now.
Negative contact.
Just a little bit
6 Alpha
bigger.
Mike.
Yeah, if you're entering the pattern, you're supposed to be at pattern altitude because you could get busted up descending on someone, right?
Yeah.
But some people are morons, so whatever.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
We'll keep straight towards
Traffic
the cranes
inside,
there.
6 Alpha Mike.
Yeah, so we gotta fly a bigger. Sure enough, he's gonna fly a big ass pattern too, just to be a max asshole.
Roger. And,
Alright, so let's go this
Alpha
way.
Mike.
We want to
You're
avoid the
following
stack, so don't we?
Cessna, short final runway 1
Well,
right.
we kind of have to
Clear to land number 2.
fly a bigger
19
pattern or go
right.
slower than him. I think we're going slower, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
We can head out longer on the downwind too, right?
Yeah, we'll be good.
Cherokee 6-3 Mike, extend your downwind. I'll call your right base
There we
for traffic departing.
You call the base 6-3 Mike.
Tower up, 6 clear, 19 left, thank you.
Top 6, thank you. Cessna 436, turn left on Charlie. And cross runway 19 left, traffic will be
So
holding in
careful,
position.
don't
Contact ground.
descend into the refinery.
Turn left by Charlie.
They frown upon that. Should we maintain 1,000?
800 is pretty good, because that's where you want to turn base in general. We're gonna just need a little higher power setting.
Left, line up and wait.
If you reduce the throttle and maintain this altitude, it'll slow us down just a little bit. So we don't get out over the delta.
Sure, we're kind of in the right
Cherokee 6-3
direction.
Mike, traffic will be holding in position.
Traffic holding 6-3 Mike. What's that mean?
I'm not actually totally sure what that call means, traffic holding in position. Because that's the traffic we're following,
Yeah,
so they're moving, unless they're talking about someone on the runway.
Alpha Mike. Cessna 8 Mike Echo, continue downwind. I will call your right base turn.
Continue down and you call turn and Mike Echo.
Gongatara, reach your base, 6-3 Mike.
So, Cherokee 6-3 Mike, right base approved. Traffic will be holding in position.
Right base approved, 6-3 Mike, looking for traffic. Alright, so do a U-turn here so we don't go into the hill, so steeper than normal.
Right downwind, pressing right base, Cherokee.
I've never heard that traffic holding thing. I'm assuming that means there's someone on the runway, or the runway area.
Make left close traffic, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, see, there he is. He's waiting at the 19 right
traffic,
hand.
runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
But he didn't say right base, because he said he would call our base, right?
Yeah.
So we did the right thing.
Mike turn left.
So we're going to just maintain this altitude until we re-intercept the glide slope, and then we'll just do what we normally do, power to 15.
Remain this frequency.
Hold short, 19 left on Foxtrot.
What's up?
I thought it was us, but it wasn't.
Don't worry, I'm listening.
Lancer 28 Echo, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff. Straight out departure approved. Traffic off the left is the left downwind turn.
28 Echo, cleared for takeoff, 19 right, straight out.
63 Mike, runway 19 right, clear for the option. Lancer departing straight out.
That's Mark.
19 right, clear for the option. We'll be looking for the traffic, 6-3 Mike. Mark who?
Cessna.
Maybe it's not.
Mike
I thought
Echo,
that tail number was the one I used to
coming up on
fly.
the pond. Cherokee, number 2, runway 19 right, clear for the
Okay,
option.
so we...
Who, Angelos?
Yeah.
for the option, 19 right,
So check us out, we're a little slow and we're a little low, so if we just pitch back,
Power up 6, holding short of 19
it
left.
slows us down, and then we should be on the glide slope now. There we go. Power to 15, and then do full flaps, because we're on final.
Top 6, roger, proceed across runway 19 left,
Power to
short
15,
runway 19
power
right.
first.
19 left, hold short, 19 right, up 6.
So yeah, a little maneuver like that
Mike cross runway
lets
19
you
left on Foxtrot,
gain the
contact
altitude and lose the speed, and we need
Cross
it both,
the left
okay?
on Foxtrot, contact
Power's a little low, we want
6 Alpha
15.
Mike.
See, let's do 13,
Echo is overtaking.
because that way it'll let us
the right of the
13 low,
traffic.
a little bit lower.
Roger, they're going to
I
be
think
a left turn.
idle's not enough, and then 15's too much, so just a little bit more.
Right there.
A little bit more, that's 15. We want
Upper, lower.
lower.
Tower, Cessna 492 Sierra
That's
Pop,
14.
holding short 19 right, right close
13.
traffic.
There you go.
492 Sierra Papa,
Keep us on
hold
the
short
number
runway
right
19
there.
right, landing traffic.
Holding short 19 right, 2
Nose
Sierra
down,
Pop.
there we go. Get us on the center lane a little bit more, a little right aileron will get us over, a little left rudder. We got a little right crosswind. There we go. Go power idle, let's see if we can make it there.
the dice, Christy.
I think we should, no problem. The Warrior likes to stay in the air.
I don't
There you go.
gamble, so.
There you go.
Crosswind.
Nose down, nose down. Don't let us go below 60. There you go. Don't nose down, come on. There you go.
6 on runway
Are you
23,
idle?
cross runway
Yep.
1 on right.
And just pull,
Cross
pull,
runway right
pull,
up.
pull. There we go. So it worked out nicely. And then
Full
see if
power.
we can hit Juliet.
Are we going off?
Yeah, we said 2 more. Yeah, that's a
Cessna
bad
8 Mike
taxi.
Echo, taking your departure request.
Are we going off the runway?
Yeah,
so
you said
oh,
2
yeah,
more,
so-
right?
I just didn't know where we were at. So
My
8
bad.
Mike Echo, say departure request.
So pulling back puts the weight on the landing gear and the actual brake
Okay.
pad so it can
Cherokee
clamp more.
63 Mike, cross runway 1 on our left on kilo, contact ground.
19 left on kilo and contact ground 63 Mike.
Cessna 8 Mike Echo, disregard. Cessna 2 Sierra Pop,
Alright,
taking
so
your
let's
departure
hustle,
request.
go, go, go.
All right, close traffic, 2 Sierra Pop. Roger.
Cessna 32 kilo, and just
going
confirm
up
you
there,
are
right?
requesting 19 right for right close traffic.
Cross 1 on our left. I thought he said on kilo.
Yes,
Keep moving,
we wanna get off
keep
the
moving, yeah,
left,
off the runway
left
as soon as
side.
possible.
And Cessna 32 kilo, extend your downwind for runway 19 right. I'll call your left base.
And you want to keep
Okay,
going to
that's
make sure the
it. Take it
tail's
up.
all the way out. And
Tails
stop right
up?
here.
Okay. Call ground.
Oh, do you have to landing checklist? Yeah, do not mess around when you get
Yeah,
go
just-
or
just
stop
go.
instructions.
Okay. After clear
Pepper and
runway.
48, just observe you way clear to the
Flaps
west. Altitude restrictions canceled, frequency
Carb
change
heat
approved.
is off.
Checked,
Pitot heat is off.
checked.
928 Echo, if you
Fuel
haven't
pump
already,
off.
Check.
frequency change approved, and
Landing
actually
light.
traffic's
Check.
over
Off.
Highway 680, about
Mixture.
8 southeast of
Check.
the field, northwest bound.
So we did it as a do list, not a checklist that time, right?
Great Echo.
It'll save you a little time, and time is money, right?
For the
Yep.
traffic we're watching for.
Okay, trims to takeoff, transponder to standby. Okay, and taxi brief. So we contact ground now?
Yep, you got it.
So ground is 121.9.
Cessna 2 Sierra Papa, runway 19 right, cleared for take.
And we're clear of 19 left, correct?
Yep.
Concord ground Piper 2863 Mike, clear of 19 left at, are on Juliet, clear of 19 left to the east ramp, tie down.
Number 2863 Mike Concord, ground. Taxi departing via Juliet. Have a good day.
East ramp via Juliet, 63 Mike, good day. Good to go?
Yep, good to go. Yeah, a lot of people panic about where they are, right? If you see a yellow and black sign,
Yeah.
that's where you are. You can say on Juliet, you can say on Alpha.
I just
you can
reversed
say
the
up
order.
a 19 left. If you want to be real specific, you can say up a 19 left on Juliet Alpha intersection. Reality is, he doesn't care. He's up there with binoculars. He knows where we are.
And we're actually going to go to the shade hangar to my new home.
Ooh, very nice. That's funny, you can hear the beacon.
Yeah, that happened in the Cessna a long time ago too when I was in Mark's plane in a different one, so that's why I didn't really key in on it because it was normal for me, but that's kind of funny that you've never heard it.
Yeah. Wonder if I can hear if I turn the noise
you
canceling
at the
off.
Echo Bravo intersection, like to feedback to operations.
Yeah, it's a little harder to hear without the noise canceling.
Top
Yes.
600 ground proceed to request.
No, this is so much nicer, man. I tell you, that money was worth its weight in gold compared to my other headset. That is now the dog shit, the asshole passenger headset. 'Cause
Yeah, I was pretty happy with mine, but I just wanted something better.
yeah.
Figured treat myself for
No,
once.
that was so much nicer. I could hear air traffic. I could hear you fine. I think that's part of my problem before where I was so sketch on the radio because
Yeah, if you can't hear, you don't know what they're saying. You don't know what to say.
1380 Juliet at Sterling, like to reposition to east ramp.
Commander 1380 Juliet Concord, ground taxi 2 parking via main ramp Juliet.
Via main ramp in Juliet, 80 Juliet.
call what's her face over there, Judy, I think, the airport lady, for to let I actually moved, because it was available once when I was on vacation. And then
The hangar?
yeah, but I couldn't switch until I got back, so I think right about here is probably good. Alright, so shutdown list. On the opposite side. Avionics off.